across western Canada with that ridge of high pressure that continues to develop, but across the east, we're going to be watching for shots of cold Arctic air on the way. We'll start off looking at the cross-country low that starts off in parts of the Yukon. It's going to travel into the northern prairie provinces and then make its way into Ontario, Quebec, and eventually into Atlantic Canada, where we're going to continue to watch the system bring in a little bit of a light dusting of snowfall because clipper systems are not associated with much moisture. Overall, in parts of BC, we are going to continue to track the heavy rainfall along coastal sections. Prince Rupert, you're really going to be seeing potentially over 100 to 200 millimeters of rainfall as that fire hose really directs the heavy rainfall for this area this week, where the darkest purples are on the screen. Meanwhile, parts of the south coast are going to remain quite dry, and even areas across the interior as well for this week ahead, courtesy of that strong ridge of high pressure. 13 degrees in Vancouver, 1 degree in Whitehorse above the freezing mark with some light snowfall, 15 degrees in Calgary, 18 in Medicine Hat, -5 in Winnipeg for Wednesday afternoon. There's our clipper system starting to push through Wednesday morning into the afternoon and through parts of northern Manitoba, heads over to Ontario. We'll get to that in a moment with a secondary system on the cusp. This one bringing a little bit of light rain on southern parts of the region. But overall, there's a look at that storm track and the snow, potentially around that 5 to 15 centimeter range, depending on where you are. Heaviest amounts from Black Lake to Thompson. But Wednesday afternoon across the north, quite a contrast there. Like I mentioned earlier, 1 degree in Whitehorse, -22 in Churchill, and even up towards Calloway, -21 for Wednesday afternoon. Now that cold air is going to be making its way down towards Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. Friday overnight, wind chills into the mid-30s, and yes, even sticking around for the weekend too. That clipper system I mentioned will be tracking it, making its way into northern Ontario for Thursday by the evening into the overnight hours, track its way into southern parts of Ontario, including the nation's capital and the Golden Horseshoe. That's where we're going to be looking at some light snowfall impacting Friday morning's commute, but once again looking at 3 to 5 centimeters of snowfall across parts of the GTA. So not looking at too much of a snowfall with this system Thursday into Friday. Ottawa currently 16 days consecutively below the freezing mark. Our record is 61 days back in 1945. Now, when it comes to our forecast here across eastern Canada, -5 in Toronto for Wednesday afternoon, -6 in Quebec City, -2 in St. John's, where it's going to be lots of sunshine after we saw 45 centimeters of snowfall Sunday through early Tuesday morning. 12 centimeters in Halifax as well. A bit of a break from it. A light system brings in a little bit of some light snow across the maritime provinces. Wednesday into Thursday, parts of Cape Breton and western regions of Newfoundland, you could be seeing a little bit of some light snow, and the winds are going to be on the calmer side the next couple of days.